The Lake Travis is interesting. It's I got a little. Let me show you something real quick. This is kind of a rough sketch of Lake Travis. Okay, these are our permanent buoys that we race around, and like these. And then when the temperature gets hot, like it is right now, you get this thermal gradients of pressure, and the wind down the middle is kind of mixed up. It can't decide which direction it goes. So there's going to be small shifts through the middle, not really big puffs, but this landmass over here heats up. You've got Commander's Point over here, this heats up. So these places are great places to bounce off of to pick up large shifts. Down here at D-Mark, and after you're around D-Mark, everybody kind of sails over to Starnes and comes back this way. There's usually velocity that funnels down this on a south to southeast breeze. So I look for patches of velocity up against the shore. So like when we were out at 6, if we had to go to 4, it was a truck like this, and I was aiming almost at 5 and picked up a 25-degree shift on the shore and crossed, practically the whole fleet. But that's because the J80 has that low gear. You couldn't do that in South Coast 21. You know that? Because there is no low gear. It could never bear.
Always in low gear.
It's always in. Is that what it is? It's always in first gear. Yeah, that's the best part about this boat. You can actually, and the other thing that's nice about this J80 is she's real narrow. So you watch her when she sits in the water. She doesn't sit on all of her lines. So putting a lot of weight on her gets the boat in the water more and increases her water line. There are other boats out there that they put rules on how much water you can carry because far 40s and that kind of stuff. They put like 12 cases of water on the boat to push the boat deeper in the water, to give a longer water line and make the boat go faster. And plus the water was carried right over the field. So weight is good on the boat. Weight is really good. Yes, any questions? All right, cool. The other thing that I found was important on this boat. Yeah. Cruise light. Yeah, that's important. The other thing I found was very, very important on this boat. Take a look. Just before we get off this jib thing, this is a North 3DL sail, and the 3DL sails, they're molded sails. And so they actually have a floor that molds up, and then they lay the plastic on it, and they run the thread back and forth, and they lay the plastic back down on that. They heat it, and boom, that's a sail. But the problem with the molded sails is they're not able to generate enough depth in the sail to make it powerful. So the only way to do that is with luff curve. And that's positive luff curve in the front of the sail, and then allow that to fall backwards in the sail. All kinds of ways to put shape into the sails. Obviously, if you went out there with too tight of a rig and the forestay is tight, then it actually subtracts camber and depth out of your sail and gives you a really, really fine anchor. If your forestay is really, really soft and bouncing around and in these waves and that kind of stuff, you'll find you'll have a real nice knuckle, but you may not be able to point as well. Okay? Because the pointing angle, the tacking angle on that is way out here versus like over here. So that's a 3DL.
Yeah, to me that looks a lot fuller than the other one.
It is.
And especially on the front part of the sail. I think you can drive to this sail real easy, but it wouldn't point very well.
Right. Those are great sails when it blows the dog off the chain.
Right.
And that's because the center vector is further forward, and that reduces your weather. So Claudia can't stand it. It's not. Maybe it's the sail, maybe it's my tuning or whatever. She can't stand this quantum jib around. Okay, can't stand it. She likes the back on the window. But the quantum jib, she can drive to it. If I get on the halyard and crank it on tight, because it's a sail that's designed for large fleet performance. And if you have a large fleet performance, you can't bring the bow down and make it go. You just got to finish, right? You've got to hold your line at the start, that kind of stuff. So the entry's a little fine. But, I myself like a little full fullness in the front. That way I can crack the nose down and make it go. So today when I get on your boat, I'm going to look at your jib, and we're going to see if you've got enough forestay sag introduced to complement that jib so you can drive. All right? I mean, the slowest I've ever been on boats is when they're too tight, especially on lake racks. The rate's too tight. So, but I want to show you how flat. Can you pull up that video of mine?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I want to show y'all what I mean by flat. Okay.
It'll take me a little bit.
Oh, no problem. You know, but it's all about perception and visual, that kind of stuff. It's hard to explain, you know, how flat is, but let's see. That doesn't go down a little bit.
You want to go up to the upwind part?
Yeah, go to the
I think it's about there. Back.
See that? Does that look flat to you guys? Look at that. There's no power in that flat sail, but the height that you have, nobody can get close to.
Yeah, to me, that jib looks even a lot flatter than the last two that we had up there. I mean, it's really
I got the lead moved back,
mm-hmm.
and I'm strapping that bad boy in, so she's about 3 inches inside the spread over there.
And it looks to me, here, I'll pause it there, but you have very, very little twist in the jib also. It's almost a straight leach.
So it's the telltale.
Okay.
It's the telltale on the boat. So I get my power and I get all my height off that mainsail. So I'll pull my traveler up, I'll ease the main sheet a little bit. If I need some speed, I just push the bow down and go. You know what? Now, right now, as you look at my crew placement, they're all over the place. But it'd be nice if we all got together, but you can tell the winds, you know, it's kind of mixed. Can't get everybody on the rail quite yet. So they're all just kind of hanging out. But you see me playing that main sheet a lot, because I'm trying to get a feel for the boat, trying to get up to speed. So when you sail with a jib that tight, it's really hard to get the boat up to speed. But once you do get up to speed, especially on these long courses, then you do everything you can to flatten it out.
Now, right there, okay, so where would your ideal crew placement be? And, you know, from the angle of the mast to the lake, you're heeling about 15 degrees. So is that what you want in these conditions?
So Gary Kleiner, I've gone to the North Americans and raced against this guy and all kinds. He will heel the boat over so much, it's not even fun. And so 15 degrees feels good. I mean, 10 to 15, 10's kind of flat. Now, 10's great when it starts nuking, you know what? Mm-hmm. But when it gets light, I got to heel it over so I can feel it. The other thing, by heeling it over, it accentuates the twist on the mainsail. You know that?
No, explain that.
So when you lean the boat over, okay, when you lean the boat over like this, right, it exaggerates the twist of the mainsail versus if the boat is standing upright more.
Okay, so I'll call that the apparent twist. The twist that the wind sees increases, okay?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so, because obviously the main's the power of the boat. It's the forward drive of this thing. So by heel the boat over, it over accentuates the twist, apparent wind, and it makes the boat fast.
So John,
I like heel.
are you, like with the typical jib, are you trying to get it to break evenly all the way up the luff, or you're not paying?
Yes, it does. It does. It breaks back middle, actually. That's kind of where it breaks. Now, obviously, if we were hitting a bunch of powerboat waves and you got lumpy, that kind of stuff, I'd have them ease that jib off. But leaving it flat, I'd have them ease it off a little bit so I could bring the nose down a little bit, you know, to coincide with my new tacking angle of light air.
But you're not changing your lead positions regularly.
No, I've pretty much nailed that lead position with concrete. It's solid. You know that? Now, my Dacron jib has got a little bit lower clue so that the lead position is a little bit further forward. But it's, you know, if you want to get up there on the foredeck and figure out how flat your sail is, you know, get up there and take a picture, shoot it straight up, and the camera depth maximum should be around 12 depth of
Is
the
it like
sail right here.
30% back?
And if you could do like 40% back, that would be the best place. You know what? And then have the option to dump forestay into it by knocking that mass chalk out, making it soft, however you want to do it. But I'm not a real, I just tuning the boat, you know, getting out there with the pliers and that kind of stuff before every race, it's just too much effort. You know, it really is. And I haven't seen the results of it if I was on it. You know, if I was game on, the lake out here has got a 20-degree shift. And I thought, well, I was fast until I missed that puff. So,
John, what do you put your lowers at?
they're probably in the neighborhood of 100 pounds, maybe a little
What
less.
does that convert to?
I think it's what, 8 or
8 or 9?
Yeah, it's pretty low. You know, and a good test for you about your rig, when you're sailing upwind, you look at the low side, and they should be just soft. You know, and then when you're out there and it's pulling the dog off the chain, and you see your turnbuckle laying on the deck, you obviously need to tighten some up. So, yeah. But anyway, that's essentially how flat it is. Now, I know the crew's kind of scattered, but like we only have one person on there that's ever been on a J8, and this is Crystal. Crystal and Pat have a J24, and they were just excited that they could sit on the boat, hang out, and bring all their friends on. And I said, more friends the merrier, because the boat cockpit is, in the way the boat sails, it really loves a lot of weight. So back at the boat preparation thing.
What do you think is the optimum?
Well, the class rules are like 780, something like that. So I would love like 880, 900. I mean, we sailed with 1,000 pounds when it was going 15 to 20, and we were faster downwind, and we were faster upwind. And you'll see. Let's back up to the. I'll show you why. Not very much weight is slow downwind. Okay. Let's go back to the Spinnaker one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would that be true in planing conditions too, John? Or?
Yeah.
Really?
Because so how do you get a boat to plane? Is you head up a few more degrees, let the boat pounce up, and you power the rail down and you push it harder. And that's the best part about a lot of weight on the rail is that when you come up to load that bad boy up to get her to jump on a plane, you got the power to push her down, and she'll take off.
Do you move weight back a lot in planing conditions?
Yes, I do. Matter of fact, in planing conditions, 2 of my crew members are behind Claudia. Yeah, and it's so easy then, because once you put that weight that far back, the bow does not act like a canard, and it lifts it up, and it's real easy for the skipper drive and the whole deal.
Are they all up on the weather side, or are you?
On the weather side, yeah.
So you don't let somebody get on the lee side when you're popping up?
Well,
Not in planing conditions.
well, so check this out. There are times that I've got to soak it low, and like this course over here was a soak it low as possible. So you jump up, get it up on a plane, and then you work it downhill as fast as you can, and as far as you can. And so, but I think I had one person sitting on the stern pulpit, and another person sitting right next to Claudia. And the one on the stern pulpit was very effective.
You're talking about when it's up to where you can get on a plane.
Yeah, right.
But you don't want your weight all the way back if you're not planing, do you?
No.
Opposite, right?
Yeah, you just keep all your weight in the middle of the boat.
Do you ever move the weight real forward?
I've tried that. It's not fast.
Okay.
I've tried moving the weight further forward. Matter of fact, that where that stanchion is, the tendency is people to slide forward up against the shrouds.
Right.
That's slow. I always pull everybody back and make them sit right up against that stanchion. I think that weight placement, that's the best place for the boat.
And you're saying that's under all conditions?
Pretty much all conditions. Until the boat wants to get up and plane, and everybody goes back.
Right, but including upwind, it's not fast to have weight to it.
I don't think so. I just don't. It doesn't feel like. I think the bows it can act like a canard and actually, either help you or hinder you driving. That's one of the reasons why, the crew comes off the rail and lights stuff and gets to the low side, is help the skipper to head up, okay? And where sometimes it's really hard, if the boat flattens out. So, it's a perfect thing that happens with this J, okay? The perfect scenario. The boat will actually work you through the headers and the lifts and the pumps and the lulls just because of the way the hull is shaped, okay? Now visualize this. So it's flowing about 10, okay? You've got everybody on the rail, right? We're all hiked out, having a great time. The wind lightens, right? So the boat flattens out, right? Well, what does that do? When the boat flattens out, the boat actually bears off. Well, that's not what you want, right? So you have to get the crew off the rail pretty aggressively so that the boat can head up. Otherwise, when it bears off, the skipper is pushing the tiller down to get the bow back up. So it doesn't, that doesn't work real well, does it? So it's very important to be very crew sensitive of the angle of the heel of the boat, especially going upwind. Because the angle of the heel of the boat control what the skipper's doing. And every time the boat flattens out, going upwind, I'll look back and I'll see Claudia pushing the tiller over, trying just to maintain that direction. So it's very important that you have communication with your crew and let them know that you need to keep that boat heeled over about 10 degrees. All right? The cool part about it is now when you turn downwind and you come to a jibe and you heel the boat to leeward just a little bit, just to load the chute up, and then you have all your crew hit that weather rail and bear off, then the boat accelerates. And when she rolls to weather, hopefully you've got enough crew to push the rail down, the boat will actually track deeper and deeper downwind. So let's look at this video real quick. So this is pretty interesting about this. See this? I have an anxious crew that thought we were taking the chute down. He cuts the halyard, and they were like, "What?"
I thought that was a new jiving technique. To get the center of effort lower.
So that was his first time on the J, and I said, "We take the chute down when we get to the leeward mark."
Really?
So, but on that note, no disaster happened because everybody else was like, "What's going on?" But you'll see the boat is sailing very flat. And it's really hard to get, even when everybody sits on the weather rail, it's hard to get the boat to heel over the weather. Now in this case, I sat on the leeward side because the puffs were so narrow veined that I found myself coming up to get into a puff, and I also found myself sailing low to stay in a puff. Puffs were very, very narrow. And if you had 2 knots more velocity than everybody else, then you're going to walk away from it at a blasting quarter-knot speed difference. All right? So let's see what this is.
That's a take. You just finished the takedown.
Oh, that's the takedown.
We'll go back again. All right. So now, if you are actually jiving without dropping the spinnaker,
Right.
walk us through.
So to start off with, it's hard to see with this GoPro, but the boom bang is way off. Okay.
You loosened it a lot.
A lot.
Just for the jive?
No, all the way downwind. To the point that after you see me jive, you see me pump my main. It's because that stupid top batten doesn't pop. That the batten's stuck on the wrong side. But that's how loose I carry that leech, that gets twist open. So, like this, the spinnaker pictures that Ray will pull up here in a minute, we'll see how much the chute is over-rotated and twisted out. And the mainsail is the same thing. When we over-twist that main going downwind, we want it as outward as possible. The problem is with no bang, when you bring the main over, right, that batten stays on the wrong side. But so the process is on jiving is that hopefully your foredeck is helping the spinnaker fly.
Okay, so
Okay.
that, this is before the jive.
Before the jive. So this foredeck right here needs to stand up, turn around, and grab the new sheet
And just haul it
and
through.
pull it down like this to the point that the spinnaker trimmer back there, all he's doing is collecting lazy line.
Okay.
You just tailing that up, exactly. And that's what you should be doing. But I like to, it's kind of fun to videotape greenhorns. Because it's kind of fun to see what their instincts are, you know? Cut the halyard. That kind of stuff. But anyway, and the other thing by him to be over here, it also promotes the boat to roll to leeward. You know, because if you were going to jive downwind, wouldn't it be nice to roll that boat to leeward and make it turn versus the skipper do it with the tiller? That would be the best thing, you know? Or if the